How is life after going through the passives, different passives? Have you gone passive? No. Be active. Okay. Yes. So because soon we will have sentences. I will give passive sentences so that you can change them into active. Then you will become more active. Okay. So here we have come to this situation where I have already told you only transitive verbs can be passivized. We can change a sentence from active to passive only if the sentence contains a full verb, that is not a transitive verb. Understand that? A transitive. For example, now our good old example, the cow eats grass. So here you can see there is an object for this. Now how do you find out the object? Already I have told you, but once again you ask questions to the verb. Cow eats what? Grass. See that? Or you ask, I saw him. So here what question will you ask? I saw what? No. Human beings. So I saw whom? So the two questions you can ask. What and then whom. If you get the answer to that, that means the verb is a transitive verb. Sometimes what happens, we have already seen a verb can take two objects, isn't it? For example, in this case, the teacher gave a book. Gave, let us not say gave Mary a book. So here what happens, you have got two objects. You ask the question, the teacher gave what? A book. The teacher gave whom? Mary. Did you understand that? So in this case we said these are ditransitive verbs. So you have got one. First one is transitive verb. Transitive means a verb that should take an object. Second is we have seen intransitive verb. What is intransitive? A verb that cannot take an object. For example, he runs away. He runs away. So he runs away. That is, you ask the question to run. He runs what? No answer. He runs whom? No answer. So that is intransitive. Then we have got a ditransitive verb. Ditransitive. Ditransitive means yes, sentence. A verb that has got two objects. Understand that? In these two objects, one you must understand that when you have got two objects, they do not have the same value. In the sense that one is direct object, the other is indirect object. So in this case, you can see the teacher gave what? A book, that is direct object. To whom? That is to Mary. It is supposed to be to here, but since this word is used before direct object, you don't use to. Otherwise, the sentence should be rewritten like this: the teacher gave Mary. The teacher gave a book. Teacher gave a book to Mary. So this is that. So in this case, what happens? One is direct object, the other is indirect object. What do you call? Short form we said DO. DO means direct object, and in the IO means indirect object. So in this sentence you can see a book is DO, direct object, and to Mary is indirect object. This has got some bearing, some relevance when we convert active into passive. That's why I am saying or pointing out that certain verbs which have got two objects, like ditransitive verbs, we can use the technical term now. So you have got two objects. Now there is another very interesting grammatical term. I think you won't resist learning it now. This direct object is called accusative. 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 And indirect object is called dative. Dative. So direct object is accusative, indirect object is dative. So in this case, in this sentence, you have got the teacher gave a book. This is accusative, and the full term is accusative case, means accusative form, object form. That's all. And this is dative case. Case we said, dative case. So you will say in this sentence, if you analyze it in using technical words, you will say the teacher gave a book to Mary. The teacher is subject. Subject also has a name. Nominative case. Nominative. You want to learn this? Otherwise you can go on with your subject. Subject possession. Subject possession is known as nominative case. Nominative case. Nominative. Direct object possession is known as accusative case. Indirect object possession is known as dative case. Understand? So in this sentence, I will write down that sentence once again separately. So you understand, no? Transitive means a verb that has got an object. Intransitive means a verb that does not have an object. Like jump. He jumps. What? Whom? You don't know. He ran. You don't know. You don't know. Isn't it? Like that. Or he walks. There is no object for that. If a verb has no object, that is intransitive verb. Intransitive. Okay. If the verb has a subject, then you say it is transitive. Is that clear to you? Yes. Now when you said that, it already know this sentence. The teacher gives a gift. The teacher gives a gift to the students. The teacher gives many, because there are many students. The teacher gives gifts to the students. So in this case, we should say the subject possession teacher, we will say that is in the nominative case. Nominative case. Nominative case. Then this direct object, the teacher gives what? The teacher gives gifts. So that we say accusative case. Accusative case. Or we can say nominative is subject. Subject. And here you can say direct object. Direct object. Or for short we say DO. DO. This is the short. And to the students is indirect object. Or that is called dative case. Dative case. Or for short we say IO. Indirect object. Indirect object. Understand? So if you want to learn, if you have no objection in learning some new words, you can learn it. I have no objection. You don't want to learn it, okay. You give it subject, direct object, indirect object. Otherwise, you can learn nominative, accusative and dative. Understand? In some books, you will find that dative movement pattern. And when you are studying passive voice, in some books you will find dative movement pattern. Because that I will show you just now. You have seen it, but once again I will show you. Okay. So subject possession is nominative possession. Direct object possession is accusative possession. And indirect object is we call dative possession. D-A-T-I-V-E. Dative. Understand? This is important. It has relevance as in our discussion of passive voice. That's what I am saying. Now see, when you have got a sentence like this, say the teacher, as well as the baker bakes cake for us. Now in this case what happens? You have got two objects. The teacher bakes what? Cakes. For whom or to whom? For whom? For whom? For us. So dative can appear either with preposition or with to preposition or with the for preposition. So this is for. Now there is another one. The the shopkeeper distributes goods. The shopkeeper distributes vegetables. Okay, let's say not distribute because he is not a charitable man. That he should do. He sells. Okay, distributes, no, but he sells. Shopkeeper sells goods to us. To us. So you have, or let's say, if you shift the position, the mother gives me a towel. Mother gives me a towel. So you have got the bakes, sells, give. Mother gives. Now, all the three verbs are ditransitive verbs. Means there are two objects. You can see now, the baker bakes what? Cakes. For whom? For us. So this is accusative and this is dative. Direct object, or we say accusative. This is accusative and this is dative. Okay, right. Now here the shopkeeper sells good to us. So this is accusative and this is dative. So I told you, datives can appear either after for or after us or without any. But there is understood. What is understood is two. See, for example, mother gives me a towel. That can be rewritten as mother gives a towel to me. See, look at that. So actually there is an indirect object, but it comes before the. Actually this is dative, but dative comes before accusative. So if you talk in that terms, here actually it should be first you must have the accusative and then the dative. But sometimes without preposition you can see this. But when you rewrite the sentence, when you expand the sentence, you will find mother gives a towel to me. Now in this case, in such cases what happens is, when you convert such sentences in the passive, the dative movement pattern has to be observed. That's what I said. For example, when the dative is for, you should not begin the passive with the for dative. If you say like that, if you suppose you do like that, then it will be we are baked cakes by the baker. We are baked. I am baked, we are baked. So you should not, that's what I said. Dative movement should be you should do it very careful. Otherwise you will make a monstrous sentences. Understand? I already told you, but once again I said, means you will find freak sentences. On the other hand, you should always take what we call the accusative. So cakes are baked for us by the baker. Okay, I will write it here for you. Cakes are baked. Cakes are baked for us by the baker. See that? Cakes are baked for us by the baker. You can drop short passive, short passive. Well, that is understood. A fisherman will not bake cakes for you. He cannot bake it. So baker is baked. Yes, that's it. If you want it, you can just drop it. Okay. So in this, what happens? Or suppose you do with the for us, then we will say we are baked. We are baked cakes. Right. That's what I said this. It will result in a monstrous sentence. Or you can see a strange sentence. Understand? But on the other hand, if you start with in 4 datives, you should start the passive with the accusative or the direct object. Now look at this, the second one here. The shopkeeper sells goods, not good but goods. The shopkeeper sells goods to us. See, in this case, to dative. You can start with the to dative. We are sold goods by the shopkeeper. Or you can also start, goods are sold by the shopkeeper. And generally it is accepted that when there is a personal object, this is personal, human being, so you should start the passive with the personal object. It's a general observation, but if you find that that looks very awkward, then you can also do that. Understand? So, in to dative, it is better to start the passive with the to dative. For dative, never. But you can also start with the accusative case. So if you say like that, passive will be, we are sold goods by the shopkeeper. Or you can also say goods are sold to us by the shopkeeper. You understand that? Is that alright? Clear to you? Yes. So dative movement in passives is important. For dative should not be used for starting the passive. Understand? But in the other case, always start with the accusative there. Accusative means direct object. In the other case, you can also both, but it's preferred personally. Okay. Now you see, I have told you that only transitive verbs can have passive. Now there are some exceptions. And these exceptions, one is sleep. One is sleep. So when you say sleep is not a transitive verb. You said sleep is transitive verb. How do you know sleep is transitive or not? Ask this question. He sleeps what? He sleeps whom? No answer. But if you have got a sentence like this, leave is also, you can see an example. He leaves what? He leaves to? But on the other hand, if you see a sentence like this, Gandhiji slept. So this is sleep, no? Gandhiji slept in this bed. Here, there is a very interesting situation. This bed is the object of the preposition in. So this can be converted into passive. Like this bed was slept by Gandhiji. It's perfectly alright. If you get a tricky question like this, write the passive or give the passive of Gandhiji slept in this bed. Intransitive, no subject, no object. What will you do? Is that? Then immediately your eye should go here. That's a preposition, and the preposition has an object. You can start the passive with this. Not with all verbs. I told you some exceptions. Same with live. It's like Gandhiji lived in this place. You can say this place was lived by Gandhiji. See that? Yes. Did you see that? You can do that if you want. But this place was lived by Gandhiji. but it's possible, theoretically possible. That's all. In case you get tricky questions like this, you can do that. Okay? Right? Yes. So, to repeat, only transitive verbs can have passives. Transitive verbs, there are two types. One, single object. Second one is double object. Double object is one accusative, the other dative. For dative, don't start the passive. To dative, you can start the passive, or you can start with the passive with the accusative. In for dative cases, you start only with the accusative or what you call direct object. Dative means indirect object. Subject means nominative case. Okay. If you don't want to remember all those things, okay, you forget it. It's better to remember, that's what I'm saying. Okay, alright? So these are two exceptions. Now we have got another very interesting thing. You have got something, object complements. Not just one word, but group of words. A clause you find. See, a sentence like this you find. A sentence like this. He thought that. See that? He thought that his friend did it. Suppose he thought. Somebody thought. Thinking anybody, he thought that his friend helped him. Okay. His friend helped him. Now here, which is the object? Oh, the object is a complement, means a sentence that completes a group of words or a single word that completes a sentence. He thought what? That his friend helped him. The whole thing is the object. Therefore, what will you do? You have to shift it to the subject position or nominative position of the passive. So that will be that his friend helped him was taught by him. Was because this is past tense. He thought that his friend helped him. That his friend helped him was taught by him. Understand? Or again another sentence. He knew that his, let's say, his enemy did it. So passive will be that his enemy did it. That his enemy did it was known to him. See that? That his enemy did it was known to him. Clear? Yes. There you are. So then sometimes don't look for a word. And a word in nominative case or dative case now. It can be a clause. Yes. In that case, you should bring the entire clause to the subject position of the passive. So, understand? I think that is clear to you now. Or you want one more example? What example do you want? Okay. Let's say that he believed that, or they believed, let us say they believed that that their teacher he gave them or sent them, not gave them, sent them. The teacher sent them prizes or gift. That's a gifts, isn't it? Gifts. Gifts. So the passive will be that their teacher sent them gifts. That their teacher sends them gifts. Gifts is believed now, therefore was believed by them. So, that the teacher sent them gifts was believed by them. So, there's nothing wrong in that, no? Yes. So, these are some of the remarks that I would like to make about the passive. Here again, there's another kind of break. Now we'll have 2 more classes, my dear friends, as I told you. Now the whole package of passive, it contains 12 lessons. 12 lessons, 1 to 12. So if you feel that it is beneficial to you, you can subscribe to my videos and also tell your friends. Because these days, as far as I think, grammar is taught very well in schools and colleges. But in order not to, so to say, harass students, these technical terms are not mentioned. But I think that that's better. Because if you have, in some places they do it, but some places, as far as I know, they are not doing it. So like nominative, accusative, dative and so on. So I think that it will be of use to you. That's why I am using this. And if you find that it is useful to you, of course, definitely, you can tell your friends also to subscribe and learn. Okay. Because English, as you know, is a power language. If you want to go anywhere, get to any place, it's not anybody's, what we must be making, is so happen that English has become the global language, and use English correctly, speak English correctly, speak fluent English, speak correct fluent English. That is it is an added advantage for any person in this world, especially competing what we must say in job markets across the world. That's what we have to do. So I think this will be useful to you or use to you, and that is why I thought of taking some classes and freely uploading it for you people. Listen. So to make the best use of it, you should contact your friends. Tell them that here is a gentleman taking some classes for you. And it's up to you, if you want to learn a technical term, that's up to you, grammatical terms like this. If you don't want to learn, okay, you continue with the same way of learning, but try if it is good, if it is beneficial to you, you tell your friends also and subscribe. Alright? Okay, bye.